What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Paulo.
I'm Frantic.
And today, here at the Get Down, we are at Compass Distillers with a good friend of mine and a totally lovely human being, intelligent and just fun and great. I'm talking her up, probably more than I should. Her head's gonna explode. But we got
Miranda.
And she is a distiller here at Compass. She's a chemical engineer. Pinky ring. Oh, yeah, show you. Mine's a little flossier, but hers actually makes her money. Mine just cost me like $15 from Wish. Thank you for coming out and doing this today. I am so happy to. Yeah, I didn't even really care about the episode. I just wanted to hang out and have a couple cocktails. So this is my excuse. I love it. I'm a celebrity, you know. I mean, this is what being a star is about. But yeah, no. I'm so excited to be here with you, and you guys make some really good spirits. So I'm excited to talk about them and definitely to try a couple of them. So I guess to jump into it, how long have you been here?
I've been here for just over a year and a half. So I started right before the pandemic in January of 2020.
Okay. And how long has Compass been here?
I believe we are actually coming up on our 5-year anniversary this fall. So that could be pretty big, but I believe it's just shy of 5 years.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Are you guys planning anything for your birthday? Like your 5-year anniversary?
I don't believe so at the moment, but you never know. Definitely could be something in the works. I believe it's like mid to late fall, so there's still time.
If you ever wanted to name a liquor after me, it would probably taste like shit. So, when you came here, was there a more limited variety of what you guys were distilling? Like, what did you guys start out make? What was the first Compass product? Was it a whiskey? Was it a gin?
They definitely distilled some whiskeys pretty early on, but it would have been the very first rendition of the house gin. They started with a lot of smaller scale tests and whatnot, but gin can be made right away, whereas whiskey and rum have to, lay in barrels for quite a while. So they knew they wanted to start and get some gins out there. And then it went really well, and we are kind of actually known for our gins now. This is, I believe, 9 batches later of that first product. And it's definitely a little bit more like clearer and punchy and a little bit more full of flavor than the original, but we've learned so much in the past 5 years, my boss included, so it definitely, we try and improve on every batch.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, I guess to what extent is there, consistency is super important, but when you're talking about improving on every batch, does that mean you kind of still got to play with certain things? Or?
It really depends on the product. So we were actually really happy with this. I believe we stopped making changes around batch 6. So since batch 6, we've really been aiming for consistency, and that's definitely a feat as well. But we find we are pretty consistent now with that one. This one as well, this is batch 19, but in a tank out back, we just finished distilling batch 20. So we do a lot of this product compared to everything else, and we've really narrowed this down, and it comes off the exact same every time. Whereas something like the rum, you put down for, like I said, a year for rum, so you kind of have that whole year while it's aging to learn more about how to make better rum. So sometimes you do see a bit more of a difference between batches with something like a rum or a whiskey, But that's mostly because there's just so much more of a like lead time or lag time.
I find
prior
even when
to.
you buy a bottle of Jameson, it's always kind of different.
Yeah. I mean, those bigger brands definitely have different facilities as well. They're definitely all trying to work towards the same thing, and that's again a big feat in itself too. To see a lot of these products come off even as similar as they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, whiskey's obviously super variable and can change. Or it's exciting to make it change a little bit too. Like you want to improve and do different things with flavor profiles as well.
Yeah, it's funny because there's always such a like toss up between like giving people the product that they know and love and expect, and then also switching things up every now and again. Do you know what I mean? Like as a business, like whatever you do, it's super important. Like we as artists, right? Like people expect one kind of thing from me, and that's what they want to hear. But then again, if I just keep doing that same thing over and over again, they get bored.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So it's probably very similar with distilling alcohols. It's like people have what they expect, but people are always looking for something a little different.
Yeah, that's why we do a lot of our like monthly small batch releases because those are really fun for us to work on, and the people that are really like fans of our products and really buy a lot of our stuff get really excited when we do these out of the box different small batch spirits, and they often go pretty quickly off the shelves.
You do one every month?
Yeah, we do a new release every month on top of all of our staples. But yeah, people will continue to buy this just like so intensely. It grows in popularity all the time, and people come back for it. People buy, 5 or 6 bottles at a time. Like we ship out bottles all across Canada. People really, they do expect this product they think this product when they think
It almost
Compass.
looks like velvet or something.
And this is what I was gonna say. Is one thing that's funny is right, like when we talk about food or drink or whatever, like the first bite or the first drink you take is with your eyes, right? And there's something about I was telling you this earlier. I'm like a basic drunk. You know what I mean? I'll drink like Tanqueray or whatever, mostly because I'm poor. But just basically, I guess what I'm getting to is like I've always seen gin clear, and there's something that looks so cool about this shade of blue in the gin. Like it just looks sexy. Do you know what I mean? There's something that looks like
for sure.
Like distinguished about it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, we
really
often
nice.
refer to it as like a gem tone or a jewel tone because of how it kind of changes depending on how it hits the light. It can be more blue, it can be more purple. It's really fun, and it is like a natural colorant. It comes from a flower, so that might bring its own like inherent richness and like variety to the color. It has actually been a common bar trick for many, many years now. There's a handful of purple gins or blue gins that are made across the world, a couple different ones in Canada. But, we really think we've nailed this one, and a lot of competitions seem to agree. So I would definitely suggest this blue gin above all others.
World Gin Awards in 2 categories: Canadian Contemporary and Best Canadian Classic. I mean, anytime you win an award, you feel cool. You know what I mean? Like, I get a gold star in class.
Yeah, you get the Ginos.
The Gino Awards?
The Gino Awards.
At the Junos?
That would be a good name for one. They're all like different acronyms of like Spirit, Canada, World, Award, Association.
I'm associated already.
Yeah.
I really love the packaging too. And you said it changed recently.
Not super recently. We redid the labels from like the back in the day original labels. We do this kind of more like paper style, really like hand drawn. We go to Alex at Midnight Oil. He does all of our design work for us. Really, really awesome stuff. We really find that like he can fit the vibe of all of our products, of the company, and really kind of expresses what we want to see on our labels. We do a lot of reference to like being Nova Scotian. We do a lot of reference to the botanicals that are, within the product. But we also do all of our aging up at the Citadel. So we work with their team to kind of bring different images about the Citadel and the history there to our products as well, just to really further collab with them, because we like to work with as many local peeps as possible.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing is it's like very very East Coast, very Nova Scotian. Like you can tell from the vibe, like where the roots are, and you can see in the packaging even like daily ration rum, right? We're talking about like I don't know if all y'all know this, but like in the military back in the day, you'd get a ration of rum
Every day.
every day. No,
Yeah.
right? But kind of just touching on our roots as like a port city, but also moving past that, because I feel like a lot of people get kind of stuck in the past of Nova Scotia. And what's kind of cool is you kind of bridge the past with the future. Like, I don't know, you like you're not afraid to break the mold or like try different things, and a lot of people here are very scared of change. So it's very hard to kind of do things in a way that embraces the past and the future.
Yeah, we definitely try and do like everything we can to like bring the future of Nova Scotia up. We, like I said, love to like support other small businesses around us. We love to support local cultivators, local farmers, local people that have like greenhouses that grow specialty products for us. We support really every aspect of what can be like homegrown, and here in Nova Scotia we like to use every bit of that we can. We go out and like forage stuff ourselves. We just want to bring local like economic flourishing to Nova Scotia. We yeah, for sure. We try and give back. So like you and I were talking about the fact that we give $1 off every bottle of the Gin Royal to the Beekeepers Association. We have another product, our Boston Tree Gin, that comes out before Christmas every year, made from the Boston Tree. That product we give a portion back to the Canadian. It's the CNIB. It's the I don't know what it stands for honestly, but it's the blind.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Canadian National Institute for the Blind.
That sounds really correct, because I know it's CNIB. So yeah, that would make sense for sure. So we like to donate and help out where we see fit, and when local causes come up, we try and help out when we can, and give money to people when we can, for sure. It's
really important that especially these days, everybody has the idea of like, what can you do for me? What can I get out of it? And I always say this to people that like you'll last a lot longer, or you'll be more respected. People will want to work with you if that's not your mentality. It's kind of like, how can I help us get ahead?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's really nice to hear that that involvement, especially with the bees, because they're going extinct and we need them.
Yeah.
Save the bees, dog.
Literally, and like I said, people really love that product, so we're giving more and more money to the Beekeepers Association all the time. Yeah, we're gonna have a big check to give them probably early this fall that we'll be really excited about. So like follow social media and keep an eye out for that too. At Compass Distillers.
I want a big blow up. Follow us on Insta. Which of these is your favorite to make?
To make? Honestly, the whiskeys and the rums are so much fun to make because that's where you actually get to kind of play on a different end of things. A lot of our gins, we get to play with the flavor profiles of the botanicals in the final distillation or in macerations and that kind of thing. But with the rum and the whiskey, you get to play with your grain bill, how you ferment them, how you distill them, if you want to add any sort of other stuff, secret parts of fermentation goodness. And you know, we still do research online all the time about better ways to get more flavors out of our products. There's people, you know, in the States right now that are building stills in different ways that are giving a lot of new inspiration to whiskey. So we are, there's just a broader range of places to play with whiskey. And, you know, just something about that kind of like the more caramel, like toffee, like dried fruit oatmeal flavors that really are some of my favorite flavors. So I like to, as much as they take a really long time to come to completion or fruition, they're worth it in the end because they're just honestly so magical. When we open the barrels and it's just like the waft of like smell comes at you, it's truly awesome. It's friggin' great. Sorry, I don't know.
It's freaking awesome.
I was grabbing something in the air. There was something flying in my face. I missed it though.
Awesome.